your issues. Those things I have explained to you in the last class.
But Mister, you didn't put the video because in Blackboard because I am in last class. I am not
I
at the
already put the video in the blackboard.
but the lab no.
Lab only I put it. What lab I teach on Thursday, I have put that on there.
You put lab 7.
You check in the blackboard. I kept it that one.
Okay, Mister. Now I will again screen my. I will share again my screen. Okay, Mister. Here in the exercise 2, create web application named okay. Done. But two.
Mm.
Right click on the project. What's meaning that? Here I am coming here, and this click right.
Web. No, no,
After
no, no,
that,
no, no, no. Already it is their file. You go there in the web pages, web INF folder.
okay, wait. Here,
Yeah.
okay,
Web INF.
okay.
So
This is this.
beans.xml file is موجود already.
Okay. What's meaning that, Mister?
That file is required for doing this CDI.
Okay. After that, complete this step, right, Mister?
Yeah.
Okay. And Mister Lab, where is not this, not this, not this is no. Mister, in Lab 7, you are created in NetBeans, not a batch NetBeans. Okay, and when you create Java class, you are create manage beans.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
I
is old
remember
version. That is old version. Now in this NetBeans 12.0, managed bean yani JSF CDI bean.
but now when I'm show you
Right click
this,
new JSF CDI bean. That is nothing but your managed bean or backing bean.
okay, Mr. Right, where I'm create a class Java. Yeah, here. I when I'm create a customer Java class.
Hmm.
Okay, lab. Now when I'm show you the
Yeah,
result, it is correct, right, Mister?
yeah.
Okay.
See, this is named. Is there no at named?
This?
This is known as your new version of backing bean. If you find this one, it is nothing but a backing bean with the new version. The old version you will have at managed. In some
Mm.
of my labs documents, you can find at managed. That means it is the old version. Okay, so now in
Mm.
this one, whatever you create, JSF CDI bean is nothing but your backing bean.
Yeah, okay, Mister.
Okay,
And lab.
so
Okay,
tell
I
me.
will stop. Okay, I will stop.
Not tell what finish.
Mister Lab 8, I'm finished, but the when I click and show on the page, it's white
What is
page.
that one? What is
White
that
page.
index? Index and show what is there in index.
Dictionary.
No, which project
8.
is this one? Which program? This one.
Lab 8, Mister.
What is lab 8?
Wait.
Bean validations. So
Yeah.
in the index, did you design the page index?
Next, we have the
So I
home page.
asked, I asked you to create
What?
this bean user. And then I
Yes.
asked you to put four properties: username, password, date of birth, email. Then after that, create getter setters. See,
Yes.
this is nothing but the old version. This one, managed bean, is there no? But you have to right click on the project, then
Mm.
create JSF CDI bean. Then
Mm.
you type private string username, private string
It is
password.
same, right, Mister? It is same lab 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
what is this one? You this is HTML file. HTML file we are not creating. This is not HTML. XHTML file you have to create. No, you have to create a form. Same
Okay.
like you have done in your previous lab 7.
Okay, Mister. Thank you.
So after that, you see that video. Now I kept the video in the blackboard. You see that video.
Okay, Mister. Because yes, yesterday, Mister, she worked. Mm.
Go
This?
last, last.
That's okay.
This
This?
one. So during the Thursday class, what I explain, what I solve the problems that is there.
Okay. Mister. Now I will stop sharing, Mister.
Okay, so now uh, today is week 10. So what work you have done, you tell me. All of you have completed lecture 8, lecture 9. Students, tell me what lectures you have practiced. I show you 7, I show you 8, I show you last class 9th also. Have you practiced this one?
Mister, I start practice but not complete.
See, you have to put the effort. If you don't practice, then you will be in trouble. If it is not work, then what is the problem? You have to discuss. Then you have to complete. If you keep quiet, then you cannot learn. What problem is that? In which lab you have got the problem? All problems related to that lab 8, I explain.
Mister, today we will learn lecture 10.
Yeah, lecture 10 we have to start. So for that reason, I am asking, have you completed this one, Java Persistence API? Always you have to open the laptop, keep your laptop ready. NetBeans you have to open and run. Then only we can learn fast. If you study from mobile, we cannot learn this course. This course needs your laptop. System is required always. So lecture 7, lecture 8, have you understand that lecture 8?
Yes, mister.
So lecture 8 meaning we are going to check the validations. Okay. So bean validation is lecture 8. What is the meaning of bean validation means inside the managed bean you are going to use annotations. What is the meaning of annotations means you are going to use this java x dot validations dot, wait, I will show you, index.html. Yeah, so you are going to use the validation constraints package. Suppose this is the form. So to validate whether you enter the value or not, this you
Mister,
can do.
we can't see.
mm,
Mister, we can see your screen if you are sharing.
okay, so this lecture Java Persistence API, already I have explained to you validations, eighth lecture, bean validations. See, this is the form. Okay. See, this is the form, JSF form. You have to design like this. So when the user click this button, you have to check for the data, whether the data मौजूद दाखिल username text box दाखिल password date of birth email. So data माफी तस्कील, then show these error messages to the user. From where you are getting these messages? So where you are validating, that is inside this bean. What is that bean? This bean is nothing but your managed bean. See here, session scoped named. So how you will create? Just right click new JSF CDI bean. This is in the new version, in the 12.0. In some of my videos you can see here a managed bean or something like that. That leave it. Okay, now this is the one. So I created number one. This is the property, private string name, private string email, private string password. So whatever is there in this form, I am writing there, private string username, private string password, private string date of birth, private string email. After that, right click, create getters, setters, save the file. Okay, understand up to here, all of you?
Yes, mister.
After that, go to the managed bean. Where you write that property, above that you have to write like this, at not null. Inside the bracket, what message you want to show the user. So I want to show the username cannot be blank if he or she is not typing the value here. this message is displayed to you from the bean. This you can also do from the JSF page, but we don't want that now. We already learned that one. So when you write here, just required is equal to true, required is equal to true, and required message. Yeah, this also you can do. Username cannot be blank, but the validations can also be performed at the bean level. So even though you check the validations at the front side, also you check the validations in the bean. Understand? Students, both places you have to do.
Yes, yes, Mister,
In
we are
the
with you.
in the JSF page, this is the way how you have to check the validations like this. Converting the date time. In the midterm, I ask like this. You have just done only date for the name, for the password, something you have not done required is equal to true, something like that. Okay, leave that one. So now when you go near this property, you have to write these are all the annotations checking, not null. This is size. Suppose you enter the name like this here and you check. Now see what is the message it is showing. Username should have minimum 5 characters and maximum 60 characters. So I cannot type 3. So that validation I am typing here. At size. So this is the annotation which will check for the size. That one. Minimum how much you can type here. Maximum how much you can type here. And what is the message you want to show. So if I type like this, minimum, and in the curly brackets, this variable, then this number is printed here. And also maximum, if I write in the curly brace, this message number is printed here. So like that, this is the pattern. You can check for the name. Name must contain small letters, capital letters, numbers from 0 to 9. It can contain underscore. It can contain dot. It can contain this one, hyphen. So this is my rule. So if you want, you can also put this rule. Okay, so this is the pattern. It is called regular expression. This is the regular expression. So if I type here, it will check whether is there any special characters. Now see, it is not matching. So it should match with this kind of string. So either it should be small letters or capital letters or underscore or hyphen or number or dot, not special character like hash, dollar, exclamatory mark. No, it will not allow. Okay. So similarly for email, you have the annotation at email. So it will check. Suppose in the email I will say Alia. It will say that it must be a well-formed email address. Email address means in the email you should have @ symbol, you should have .com. So these all is required. So that is why it is saying please enter the valid email. And not null also you can put if you want. Similarly for the password, see 5 characters minimum, maximum is 14 characters. I want to tell the users to enter. So size, not null, pattern, email, and for the date of birth, see here, date of birth is @past. So always date of birth should be in the past. It cannot be in the future. Like Galia, your date of birth can be 12/12/2025 or 2024. This is wrong. Date of birth should be in the past, not in future. So this is the validation annotation that you can use for your property date of birth. So this thing you map here like date of birth is mapped here for date of birth, password is mapped for this one, the name is mapped here, then one button is there. So inside the button, navigation, where I am going to this method. So here I am telling show this page. So where is this show? Show is here. So in this show, again I am outputting the entered, whatever data you entered, I am showing it to you. And one button go back. So when you go back to which file I am going again to this file. So when I type here, okay, password, then date of birth, for example, okay. So this is the show page. In the show page, I am just displaying the data, okay. And when I click this go back, I am going to the back page. So this is known as your bean validations, okay. So you check in the lab. So what are the validations that is required? Everything I explained in the slide. Where is that one? Where is that? This one. Okay, so this is the lecture where you can learn many validations here. So this is the packages, what is used, javax.validation. I show you here. This one. Okay. Then what are the constraints you can use? See, at not null, size, maximum, minimum, other. These are all the things. Digits you can check for the numbers. Okay. Many things are there here, so you can practice these things. So examples are also given here. Okay, not null, maximum, pattern, how to achieve inheritance here, how to display the messages. See, this is the message, how you can display this. Also you can do from the XML file. So in the XML file also we can do, but better you stick on to this uh, bean validations. Do the validations in the bean like this. Okay, so this is the main interface that we use, and this is the method in that interface is called. It will check whether the value is true. If you type and the constraint is not violated, it returns true. If the constraint is violated, it will return false. Okay, so these are all the interfaces details. Then how you can check for your details for validating a particular property using this validate method is explained to you. So lab I have shown you. When you come to this one, Java persistence API, that also I have discussed to you. Where is that one lab? When you go to the lab 9, this one, see this one. So in the video also I have shown to you how to create the, what do you call, the entity. And last class I show you this one, actor, how to create this inside your database. So here is your database. So you have maybe this or this, so you can use any one of that. Right click, connect. So if you connect it, the database will be showing the tables. Okay, and when you run your program, this one, so like this, when you run the program, then you can see this table is created in your Java class. For example, JPA demo. Okay, package is com.instance.h.jpa. Here I have the class. So you can write here just like so. Here what you have to do, you have to see that lecture. So when you write, when you create, you want to create an entity, you have to create a Java class like this, actor, and above that there should be this one. So how you will create this one? Right click, new entity class. So here you type the name, what is the entity, like this. Then you click the finish, it will show you like this. Now what are the column names you want in the table? So that you can write it here, ID, actor name, etc. Okay, then when you run this class here in the database, you will get a table. So for that you need to understand and read this one. Then where is that, this one, this code you have to put it here. So import this, import this, import this. Okay, where is that one? Illegal character. Some special characters are coming because I copied from. Okay, so this name, when you create the entity class, go to your projects. Here in the other sources, here meta.inf, this file. Here the configuration of the database is explained to you. Now you can go here to source. You can see here, this is the class it is going to create. This is the driver name, this is the IP address, this is the password, everything. Source design. Now this is the name of your persistence unit. Persistence unit, copy this and put it here. Okay, what is the error? Illegal character. This may split the declaration and assignment. I will do one thing, this one I will comment. So I will write here entity manager factory. This is the main class that you have to use. Create an object, then inside this persistence dot use this one, create entity manager factory. pass the persistence unit name. So what is the persistence unit name? I told you this is the persistence unit name. So copy that and put it here. Then close, finish. Now we have to create another instance of the entity manager class EM. Now using this entity manager factory, you have some methods. To create the entity means to create a table, create entity manager here. Create entity manager. Then now you can use em dot persist. Persist means save. What you want to save? I want to save this class, this entity actor. So what I have to do here, you have to say here private actor is equal to new. Okay, or you can just put here like this, import. What is this? Okay, so here you say actor is equal to new actor, non-static variable. Okay, you do like this or create a static variable like that. Okay, so what are the values you want to set? Actor class is having what? See here, you have the ID. Here if you write like this means this is a primary key. You don't need to type the ID here, value. So I just want to give the values to the remaining fields. So actor name set actor dot. I created the getter setters or not? Yeah, it is there. So actor dot set or actor dot equals to hash. It is not there. Or yes, everything is there. Okay, wait. This one will comment. So actor dot. No, it is not showing. Okay, import this one. Actor, where it is? No, actually we have this one where we have com utas mohe jpa demo actor or jpa demo. Here we have this class. Okay, so now set actor name. So what is the actor name I want to set? Like who is the actor name, for example, like James Bond. Okay, now we have an object actor. So what are the values I set here? Actor name. Now I have to use this method called entity manager.persist and pass the object here. Okay, so if you do this, it will create a database table inside the database. Okay, now you can see my examples here. em dot transaction. This also we have to use transaction. These are the things, 5 steps we have to do. Entity transaction tx is equal to entity manager dot get transaction, that we have to use. So when you go to the labs, when you see in the labs folder, I have mentioned here this code. Yeah, this one, em dot get transaction dot begin. This you have to put before you are going to save the data to the database. Transaction dot begin. That means you are doing some transaction. What transaction you are saving? After that, you have to end the transaction, close the transaction. This one, em dot get transact. This is to commit. Commit means what you studied in the database, to save the values into the database. This one. Then you can close. Okay, commit. After that, you can close this, but we will do this one later. I can do this. So this is the code. Now let us try this one. So you run this class which we created, this one, JPA demo. Right click, run. So it is showing some error. Driver not found. Can you see here? JDBC driver not found. So what you have to do here, JDBC driver. So dependencies in this one, right click, or libraries where you have to add that JDBC driver. So in my video I have shown you this one. If you see my video, mhm, this one we have to put in this file pom.xml. I shown this one in this dependencies. You can check this all in the video of my lecture 9, clean build. When you get success, So now it is downloading that plugin. So only what you have to do, you have to create a simple class entity. In that you can write actor name, actor mobile, actor email, etc. Okay, then you have to create this class public static void main. Use that instantiate that entity actor, set some values. So with this, when you run this one inside your database, you will find here the table actor. What are the fields it will have? It will have an ID and it will have a name. This one. It is taking time. So I have shown this to you in the channel. Nobody is watching, I think, that channels, isn't it?
We are watching, Mister.
This one. When you see this one, there I have explained like how to create the entity, this one, actor. So I have set the ID, department, mobile number, name. This one. I think this is for the second one. See this one. Yeah, this is the code. See, this is the code I show you now. So here I am creating the entity uh, instructor. So I am setting some values here. So when you run this class entity.persist, pass the object. So this is the object. So this object contains ID, this object contains the name, this object contains the department, this object contains the mobile number. So when you set this one, you just pass that object here. So it will save this and create a table inside your database. So just to run this class, can you listen this one? Can you hear this video? So it has created now the table when you run that program. So this is the value it is inserted. In the introduction to database, what you studied, you want to create a record inside this table, or you want to create this table means you have to write the command create table inside that student id, varchar, of20, like that. But in this jpa, you write a java class, run that java class, same whatever properties is defined in the java class, that you can find here. So in the java class, if you have id, private integer string id, private string department, private string mobile number, private string name. So now in the table also you will get the same columns, and moreover you can see the data is also inserted in this one. So this is all possible with the help of this JPA. See here in the college, I think some problem with the proxy. So I cannot able to download this one. So when you do in home, the steps by watching my video, you can get uh, these things done. One second. This file I need. When I'm working in the college, the proxy will stop me. Now I will just try. Yes, see, it is downloading that file. Because there is a proxy server in our college, so it will stop my downloads. So if you do it at home, it will be easy for you. You can do, and you can finish. Now I will try to run this file. Bismillah. Some error. So what it is saying is class or Apache JDBC client driver not found. JDBC client driver not found. So I have to add this driver. See, like this, you have to search for the, what do you call, the errors. So see, we have to add this one. Right click on the project, properties, libraries, then add library. Properties, then libraries. Where is libraries? Libraries, add library. This is the old one. Okay, 1 second. What I will do is I will open here Apache org.apache dot w code in the client then line.job. One second, I will just check my project. Okay. Okay. The big client org.apache.derby client okay, 10.10.10.10.1.1. Okay, so this is the correct driver. So now I will clean and build. Now can you see here in the dependencies, it should show the Derby client here. The file. Okay, let us run and check this one. So it needs to download derby client.jar file. Did we put this one as a okay? Go this one. If you watch this video, then it will be easier for you. is not downloading. Group ID, artifact ID, production, which is a project. It's already defined, it's saying. Why it is not downloading? Okay. So, yeah, now see it came. I kept it for testing purpose. Clean build. Okay, now run this file. Well, finish. See, success. Can you see, students, all of you, the message here? It is successfully. Now go to the services tab in your sample database. See, because we are connected to this one sample in the persistence.xml file. So now you go to this one, refresh your table. Can you see here there is no actor? Students, can you see there is no actor table here?
Yes, mister.
Refresh. Can you see now? Actor table is coming. What are the fields you have? ID, actor name. Now I want to see the data, view data. Can you see here ID1, James Bond. Again, I will delete this table. Delete. Now again I will run this program. So here this time I will say that Galia M Muhammad something. Okay, I will run this program. Go to the services tab. After success it is. Go to the services tab, refresh the table. Now can you see the actor is generated again with ID and name. So I want to see the data, right click, view data. Now see, this is the primary key, it is generated automatically, 51. And name of the actor is Galia Muhammad something. So this is called JPA. You can manage your tables from here. So in the introduction to database, you have to write the command like this, no? What is a command? Like create table, actor, then ID, number of 10, okay? Then comma, actor name, varchar 2 of 100 something. This is the command you will write. Then after that you will write what? Insert into actor, okay? Then values 1 comma Ghalia Muhammad. Then you will run these commands in the MySQL. Now we have the power to generate the table, generate the data inside the database using our JPA, Java Persistence API. So that is what is your lecture 9, this one. Power of this JPA is that one. So you have created just now, you can delete, you can update, you can do whatever you want, the operations. So that is what I show you in the video here. You can, first example is creating, then next example is delete. Like that I have given to you here many options here. See, this is to display the records. So this program will do you. I gave you in the lab, no, this program, but you have to do step by step. First you uncomment this one, then you uncomment this one. This is to create the record. After that, completely comment. Then second operation you perform. Now reading the data. So how many values are there that you can read using this one? So you uncomment this one. So if you want to read that one, then you have to comment here this thing, and then this is to read. This is to what? Create. So here you have to use the appropriate list, import the list. Okay, here you use this one. This is actor list. Okay, actor list. This is actor. And you need to have this query here, I think. Actor.find all. So I show you all this thing in the video. You check there how to do this one. Actor name. This is actor ID. Sorry. Actor ID. So here get ID, get actor name. But here you have to create a named query here. How to create a named query? Named query syntax is there in the lectures. Also, named query in JPA. Like this. This you need to put here, named query. So what is the name of the query is, we are using this name, actor.findAll. So instead of country, I will say actor.findAll, select A from A. This is actor. Finish now. So now we can get the data. So now what I will do, I will clean build. Run this code. But here I want to comment this one. I am not creating the values. Now what I am doing is I will comment this one. I am getting the data. So you can comment this also. You can comment this also. This one you can begin here. Okay. So for reading, no need of commit. Insert, update, delete, you need the commit. Okay, so now you run this class. On the console, we should see the actor name and the actor ID. Can you see here? Actor ID is 51. Actor name is Ghalia Muhammad. This is coming from the database. See here. From this table, we have this one. ID is 51. The actor name is Ghalia Muhammad. So like this, you perform the other operations. This is called the CRUD operations. Create, read, update, delete. So this is nothing but the create operation. This is read. So now you have the other operations. What? See, this is the CRUD example. After that, update. So you can take this one, this line, and this line. But here while updating, you have to pass which employee you want to update or which actor you want to update. So you have to set that time, this ID, actor ID you have to set. So actor ID, see in the database, it is 51. So that 51, this is the ID you have to set here when you are updating. This is for reading. So you have to do here update operation. Then after that you have to do delete operation. Like this all is there here. So what you have to do, sit carefully, do carefully, debug the errors and find the solution. See, this is the thing I am showing you. Videos I have shown you, everything I am showing, but you have to put the effort. You have to do it by yourself. A recorded lecture is there. Everything is there. See, in the other subjects, they have uploaded the videos and simply they are not explaining you anything. Now I am explaining you everything, showing you the examples, all steps I am doing to you. Now you have to put the effort. You have to practice this one. So like this, you can modify, you can do whatever operations you want. Okay, so this is called the mapping of the entity. So this is my Java class. When I run this inside the database, you can find the same structure of the entity, whatever is there, table is created. Understand, students?
Yes, Mr.
This is called object
Yes,
relational
mister.
mapping. Can you see this one? This is your complete class diagram. So this is my main class. What is my main class? This is my main class, the where I have public static void main. Okay, and then this is my entity manager. So in the entity manager, what I am doing, I am entity manager interface I am using and trying to store this, I mean create this entity in the database. So this is a book here, this one. So here for us, what is the entity? Actor. Okay, then this is the database. So what is the database we are using now in the NetBeans? Derby database. See this one, Derby. So that is a default database available inside the NetBeans. If you want to use any other database like SQL, Oracle, you can do that also. Understand?
Yes, Mr.
So after this, in the lecture 10, where is it, lecture 10? Okay, I think I have not uploaded. So in the lecture 10, object relational mapping. That means whatever I show you now, the same is explained extension. Some extra things they are showing to you. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? This one. No. So here, how to do the basic mapping. This is one method. Okay, what I show you, the mapping of entities. Another way of mapping is using the XML file. So there will be an XML file that we can use, and you can insert one object in the other object. That means one table is there, inside another table you have. So, and then I think elementary mapping, no, this is last topic is relational mapping, this one. Relational mapping. One to one, one to many. That this is very more interesting, this one, this lecture. So like how you have studied in the database these things, many to many relation, Okay, then how to create that? Everything is here. You may you don't need to fear to write this much code. This is auto generated by your NetBeans. You right click, new, create entity, means it will create this structure. Just you have to add this one: employee name, employee salary, employee certificate, degree. Similarly, create another class, department. Right click, new, entity, department. So in the department, what fields you want? Name. Now this and this, how to do the mapping? See here, one to many. Or when you read from here, many to one. So write private department, create an object of the department. Above that, you use the annotation add many to one without space, this one. Then when you run this program, automatically this type of relationship is created for you. So this video is also there in your YouTube channel. So you can see this one, many to many. Okay. Then yeah, this is the service class, the public main class. So in this one, you are setting the values here. And when you right click and run this file, the relationship like this is created. Two tables will be created, and when you see, the data will be there present in the two tables. Okay, like this one to many relation. If you want one to many, see here, you have to write this annotation at one to many, where above this employee list. Third option, one to one. See, when you create the tables in the database, see, you can query, select star from department, select star from employee. Can you see here what is the ID for this department? 301. 301 is development. The same ID is becoming a foreign key here in the employee table. In the employee table, employee ID is the primary key, but department ID is the foreign key, which is nothing but a primary key in the department table. This is same, the concepts what you studied with introduction to database. You understand, students, this one, relational mapping?
Yes, Mr.
You have to watch this one, simple this one. You can follow the steps. If you don't understand here, go to the lab. Here in the lab, there is a steps here, what you have to do step by step. See, this is first one-to-one creation. First, what I am doing, telling, create an entity class. What is the class name? Professor. What you have to do here? Just to go in the package, right click, new, entity class. So now you have to write here professor. Package, you can select the package. Okay. For example, like this. See, professor is created for you. So in the professor class, what you have to add? I am telling, add the first name string, last name string, age integer, salary double. So this thing you can go now here, private string first name. Okay, then private string, what I told. Like this you have to follow last name. Okay, then private integer age, private double salary. Finish now. So just you have to create now the getters and setters for all. Save this class. Finish now. This part is finished. Now coming, when you see the entity, open the entity, you can see this class. This is the code. This is the code. ID. ID means it is an primary key. Which one? This is the field. So now it will create in the database. First column is ID, which is a primary key. Second column is first name. Third column is last name. Fourth column is age. Fifth column is salary. So this table is created here in the here. in the tables. Okay, now continue. Finish. Now another exercise is create another class called address. Just simple, go here, right click, new entity class, address, finish. What are the properties you want to give here? You give here. Go to the file, see here address. In that one I have this one, city blah blah blah, my address. Now getters setters, finish. This also finish. Now you have to do the mapping. You know what you have. You have created one class, you have created another class. Okay, what is the name of this class? This is nothing but professor entity. This is nothing but address. Okay, so now you have to do the mapping, one-to-one mapping. One-to-one mapping. If you have to do how? Using this annotation. So I am in which class? Address class. Go there, address class. So here what I have to do is create the object of professor. Okay, above this you write at 1 to control, press the control button, press the space button, don't leave, press control, hold and press the space button, so it will show you this property. I select this one, 1 to 1. Alas, now this relation is finished, it is done. This is your annotation at 1 to 1. Now what we need now? We need a main class to run. So when I have here the main class, when I run this class, it will create this entity, do the mapping. Then for you, it will create the object inside this database. So this is your database. So here you will get what? You will get the tables created here. What tables you will get here? One is professor, another is what is that one? So in the professor you will have the fields first name, last name, okay, what is that one? Age, then salary. Then in the this thing, where is it? In the address you will have like street number, blah blah blah, everything you will have. So this is the way how we are mapping. Now we have to create the class. What is that class now? Like this. Before we created this one, no? JPA demo. Like that. For example, I'm saying 1 to 1 JPA 1 to 1 testing or demo. So here we need to have public static void main method. So here is the answer I gave you. This one. Now this is the finish. Now you have to create this class. So inside that, this one. So whatever I show you now, the previous example, so you have to do that. Okay, so entity manager, factory, those things you have to create now. This one. Import. Okay. Next, what? This one. The name of this one is already present in the persistence.xml file. Where is the persistence.xml file? You go here in the other sources. Go to this one, so resources. In the meta inf folder, you will have this file. So this is my persistence name. I can change this to any short name, but don't disturb it. Use as it is. So same name. Next is what? You have to create the entity manager, then create the object like this. Address, city name, set. I have this one. Setters, getters, you have no? Setter is city Sur, country is Oman, Sharkia, street number 411, building number 11. Okay, these are the fields. See here, what fields I have? City, country, region is Sharkia. Okay, region is Sharkia, then street number, building number. ID don't give because automatically it will generate primary key. Now another values for professor. So now create the object professor. Set the values. Set address. What is the professor where? Okay, so here set address means I have to create in the professor class private address address. Create the getter setter for this one. Okay, so now that is gone. So what I am doing here, students, creating a are instantiating a address class and setting values to it. Same here, creating the other entity and doing that one. Now in the address also we have to write here the professor getter setter we have to add. We forgot to add before. So that is why the error coming. So now this is the object for address. So address is having what fields I am adding those things. Now this is the fields for professor, this one. Okay, now what you have to do? Just uh, store the values. So begin the transaction like this. Always better to add this try catch block. Okay, so transaction dot begin persist professor means if you save professor, automatically the related entity address is saved. So only you have to pass this one. Okay, shall we run this one now? So I will clean build. Success. Now see carefully. Here you don't have professor table. Here you don't have what is that one? Address table. Now when you run this class, which class? This JPA one-to-one demo class. Right click, run the file. Okay, some error. New object found non persist. Address ID null. Address ID where has to insert building number, street number, first name, last name, age, salary, address, officer. What is the error? It is during synchronization, a new object was found through a relationship that was not marked. Cascade persist. Cascading. We have to write cascade persist. Right. This one we have to write. So this is all there in the lectures. You can see that one. So when we give here, you have to write this one. What is the meaning of cascade? Cascade means when you try to save the data in the professor table, also save the data at the same time in the address table. So that is the meaning here, cascading. Cascade means there is an equal action here. Cascade. Uh, so when you are trying to do in one entity, the same will be applicable for the other entity also. That means you are doing it in a series. So if you do something insert in the professor, it should also insert in the address. So that is the reason now the error is coming. So again I will run. Some more. Again some errors coming. It is equal to null. I think primary key is not getting generated. Okay. This one also you have to do. Professor is mapped with which table? That also we have to mention in the address class. Where is that? Here simply we are saying the address class professor mapped by. Okay, then sorry. Professor. So in the address class, we are telling professor is mapped with this one. What about here? Here we can give in the professor class. Here we can say that means reverse relationship we are giving here, both ways. If you read from address to professor or if you read from professor to address. So both way we are relating here. Okay, so clean build. Now run your class JPA12. Inshallah, it should work. Success. Okay, go to service. Now you don't find here the entity professor entity. Now you see address is mojud. In the address, what are the fields you have? See, whatever I write here, sorry. Okay, in the address, see whatever fields I have, ID here, mojud, city, present, building number, present. Okay, then city, okay, country, present, region, present, street number. So these fields, whatever I have, the same table is created with that fields. Okay, then next is which one? Professor. Come to professor entity. See, in the professor also we have ID, we have first name, we have last name, we have age, we have salary. Now you see the data. Okay, so right click on the professor, view data. Can you see this one?
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
See here, what is the primary key here? This one. In the professor, this is my ID. I will take the screenshot. Go to paint or go to here. Same. So from this, I will select only this. Cancel. Undo. Okay. This is the professor table. Now I go for the address table. View data. Now you see professor ID is not coming because we have to map there also, I think. Where is that print screen? Now you can see the mapping. Can you see this is the professor? Which one table? This one? Professor. Okay, here address. So address, what is the primary key here is this one, 202. 202. So this is mapped with this one here. Can you see this one? This and this. So here it is a primary key in the address and this is the foreign key. Okay, both way if you map, then here also you will get the professor ID. So this is a one-to-one mapping. So 202 professor is having this address. Understand? One-to-one mapping is this one. So like that you have the exercises for many to many. So those things I have given to you here as an exercise for you. So you can watch this lecture. Where is that one? This one. So many to one how to create. So that everything is given to you here. So you create this entity, then you do this mapping. You will get the output like this. So this is one example I have shown to you. In the video you can watch, I have shown many to many or one to many. Those things I have watched, I have shown to you. So that also you can see there in this one. Any doubts you have?
Master.
So now you have to practice and show me. Then only I can make sure you understood the lecture. You have to put the efforts like this. If you get any error, see the error here at the bottom, then try to search that error in the Google. Then you have to fix that error. Okay, in your NetBeans, you might have these two or any one of these databases. So you can connect it, you can start it, then you can exercise these 8, 9, 9 and 10 lectures. So next class, you complete all these things and show me. Watch the video, you will understand. If you get error, try to find where you are doing the mistake. Then again watch, then you will find the solution. Or ask me, then I will debug that error. So these lectures are important for you to do the lab exam. So we will have two labs are there, two lab exams. So when we can have the first lab exam? First lab exam we will have it from this JSF and bean validations, this one. When we can have next week, we can have the lab exam.
Which lab, mister?
In this course there are two practical lab exams.
Yeah, I know, but what the first lab exam? What is
Labs, we can
like?
say like JSF, JSF.
Lab 4?
No, not this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything is JSF.
Okay, but what?
They
Which one?
basically like designing the form, validating the data, and navigating it to the another page, like
Okay.
that.
Okay, no. Next week.
Next,
Sunday, mister? Sunday or Thursday?
it is up to you. You tell me which day you want. We will fix.
Sunday. With me Sunday.
Other students, tell your convenience. Inshallah, next week it's okay. Thursday. What about the other student? She's absent. Anwar. We have to ask her and inform me when she will be ready.
Inshallah, mister.
Okay, so when you come to the next class, you finish these all. These all things you finish. Okay, 7 you have finished, 8 you practice, ninth I have shown, 10th also I have shown. So one by one you keep doing. Okay.
Okay, mister.
Okay, then I will close the session. So mean in the middle, if you have any doubts, come back, email me or send me the chat message. I will respond to your queries.
إن شاء الله.